I went to the Supreme Court in North Dakota. Hold on, I got to figure this out. My second ex-wife. Okay, see, it takes time. She had twins up in North Dakota, and I'm telling you, we went to visit them because she wasn't getting any visitation rights or anything. So we went to visit them, and they lived on a farm south of Fargo. I forget the name of the town they were in, but I'm telling you, I walked up to her ex-husband and to meet him, and the son of a gun, if he weighed about 400 pounds. Okay. And he was like so tall, it was incredible. And then his bigger brother, I met him too, his bigger, older brother. Oh my God, I'm looking at these people and I'm saying, if they don't like me, they can bury me out here and nobody will ever find me, you know? And so finally it came to the point to where they weren't going to let them, the kids see their mother. The kids were 4 and 5 and stuff like that. And so I sued them. And finally, the judge didn't like me. I knew that. And I finally hired his ex-partner. And the judge just hated me, just thought very anti-Semitic. His court reporter was there asking me questions like, did I fly my private jet there? That kind of stuff. So I knew where this was coming from, and it was coming from the judge. And finally, the judge ruled against us. He wouldn't let some of the stuff that I wanted in, and my lawyer, his ex-partner, wanted in, which I knew that it could work. So I appealed it to the Supreme Court of North Dakota. I hired a woman, lawyer, who pretty much said everything that I said. There was 6 different issues. We won 4 of the 6 issues, including splitting twins.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm sitting in the balcony, and those lawyers down there looked at the judges and slowly turned around and looked at me. I've never felt more weird in my life. Okay. It was just weird. That's the kind of stuff that's happened to me, and it makes me wonder why I'm not a lawyer.
Well, I'll tell you a story. I started practicing in Dallas. I was the only Gentile in a Jewish law firm, and we're out arguing a oil and gas case in West Texas in the Court of Appeals. I won't mention any names, but the lawyer for the plaintiff gets up and makes their opening statement, and then my boss, who happened to be a Jewish guy with a New York accent, gets up and introduces himself to the court. The first question from the court was, "You're a Jewish fellow, ain't you?" And I figured we weren't going to do too good after that.
Who said that? The judge?
The judge.
Well, yeah, it's so much of it depends on the judge, and it depends on if you got a jury. Look at the juries in D.C. What, 92 to 95% all voted for the Democrat, and the judge, the New York City, Manhattan. My God, what the hell's that about? I mean, I thought the Jews dominated there. Apparently, they're not that powerful.
Well, I guess you guys need to get organized.
It's we ought to get our own damn country is what we ought to do.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, wait a second. If I were to answer that question, someday that would come back to bite me in the ass,
Yeah, well, all you Christians. Oh, wait, you don't want to start with me on Catholics, do you? Because I love you. You're a great guy. I've had a lot of great friends who are Catholics. Do you know the Vatican still has all the booty they took from the Jews back in 70 A.D.? Do you know that, or 60 A.D.?
Oh, the Temple of Solomon. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and do you also know who built the Colosseums?
Probably Jewish slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably weren't getting paid with that money that was taken from the Temple of Solomon either.
No, we haven't seen it. I don't know. It must be missing somewhere.
Yeah. I'll go sideways on that because I was interested when I learned that the FAA was intentionally hiring people with severe mental disabilities and
Yes.
psychiatric problems, right? And
Yeah.
so I pulled their page today, and I was looking at it, and it says, I'll just give you, this is my long lead up for a short joke.
Please.
The FAA takes great pride in ensuring that all employees are afforded the opportunity to connect with others who share similar culture, background, identity, interests, or goals. Well, so they have this list of FAA-sponsored organizations. FA Globe, gay, lesbian, or bisexual employees. National Native America, Alaskan Native Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees. National Hispanic Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees. National Asian and Pacific American Association. National Black Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees. National Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees with Disabilities. Professional Women Controllers, Technical Women's Organization, and Federal Workers Program. Well, Dave, guess what I didn't read? Federal Organization of Jewish Workers, Federal Organization of White Catholic Workers, Federal Organization of Male Workers.
Yeah. And what did you see yesterday? You saw a helicopter run into a plane and kill 64 people.
Yeah.
Killed them.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of them youngsters who were skaters and all that from Kansas.
Yeah.
And they were shorthanded.
Yeah. And one guy doing two guys' jobs. One person is supposed to be directing the helicopter. Other guy's supposed to be directing the airplane. I fly in there all the time, and I got to tell you, even on a nice clear day, it's that when you hit that runway 33, I mean, it goes across that little island. It's the shortest runway. They really hit the brakes, man. You feel like, oh, you're going forward.
Sure. They have to stop you real quick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going down the other side. Yeah. I mean, it's people are. I mean, this is terrible.
All kidding aside, when you have a federal government that says they're going to intentionally hire for the most dangerous job on the planet people with severe intellectual disabilities, what's it say here? People with severe disabilities include people with what's it say here? Boy, can I find it? Severe disabilities are the most underrepresented segment of the federal workforce, right?
Yeah.
They include, get